For tell a story, make a point. That's the P, and then there's the application. Here's how it applies to you. So the story is just to pull you in. The P is the point, is the educational piece. The A is how it applies to you. So I'm almost turning it back on the audience because they need to receive value. So the application is all about value. The S is about me, my story. The point is the education point, which is really for the customer as well, or whoever's listening. But the application is like, oh, that's how I would use it. But sometimes I make a point first and then tell the story. That's what I do, and then how it applies to you. So, if I use a statistic, for example, recent studies showed that, I don't know, I'll just make this part up, is 30% of employees are not engaged, 20% of employees are actually causing negative impact on other employees, and I can just talk about some data point like that. Now, what does that mean to you? Let me tell you a story. Now I'll tell a story about lack of engagement and how it impacts people, right? And then the application would be, here's how you can avoid that happening to your company. So you can go story, point, application, or point, story, application. So there is no right way of doing it. And if you're listening to this and you say, I can't tell stories like that, here's what you need to do, because here's what I do. There's going to be, man, I can sit down with almost anybody. No, hell, anybody. And I can pull out one or two stories. I don't care if it's from your childhood, whatever it may be. I can pull something out. I think where people fail is not in the story. It's how they take an application or a point from that story. How do we extract the gold from the story? Everybody has stories. Everybody has them. But a lot of people fail to make that neural connection between a story and the learning moment or the learning lesson or the point, and then how it could actually help other people. So anybody can do storytelling. When I have a story, I work it. So I walk around the house gesturing all the time. My wife just ignores me. She kind of goes, he's in that mode again. And I just walk around talking about speech, and then I start doing the gestures. So my gestures become very automatic when I get on stage. And so I walk around the house, and then even when I take walks, if I do a walk, I'm just like running the story in my head. I go, that doesn't sound smooth. Okay, got to add this, got to add that. Bend it here, twist it there, and that's how I build the story. So it takes a lot of practice, a lot of iterations to actually get the story to sound smooth.